Hello. So this is your third grade Indigenous People Research Project packet. We wanted you to have this in paper form. It's so much nicer to just put it on the fridge, pin it up on a bulletin board, somewhere that you will see it, just to keep you and on track and making sure you're getting things through and you're not going to get caught at the last minute. Okay, managing your time well. So the assignment is being assigned, the project is being assigned on December 8th. We will have an assignment day where you'll see it in Canvas. Friday, December 11th, you'll need to decide on your project topic. We will do things a little differently this year because in normal times, you would be doing this at home and we would be working on samples with the Kumeyaay, Native American group here local to San Diego, but you would be working on this project at home. We're going to do this still together in Canvas and in our groups. We'll work through the Kumeyaay portion, so we'll have a we do. And then we're going to be a little more guided. So you'll be choosing your topic from a list of 12 topics that we will pre-authorize. If you feel like you really want to work on a project on your own and you don't need any extra support, you can talk to your homeroom teacher and choose your own topic. But we will release those 12 topics and we'll have some time set out in our Zoom sessions where we'll work on them together. So you'll need to choose that topic by the 11th, sorry. Now, if you work really fast and you want to get this project done before winter break, you can do that. We will open the Flipgrid so you can record your final presentation on December 16th, Wednesday. We go on winter break. We're on winter break the 19th through January 10th. The final due date, if you didn't work on it before winter break, you could work on it during winter break. And if you don't work on it during winter break, you can hurry up and work on it when we come back, because we come back on January 11th on that Monday. But your final presentation is due. The last day to record on Flipgrid is Wednesday, January 13th at 5 p.m. So we will have our whole grade level share out on Friday, January 15th, the same way we did for the puppet show, the same way we're doing for your wall project. So just so you see the timeline, how that looks, we wanted to give you options and flexibility. Everybody's situation is different. There will be some support prior to the December 16th. If you want to do a different project topic, you can let your teacher know. And this is in line with our unit of inquiry on Indigenous cultures. So you will need to complete a related research project at home. All of it will be at home. You'll pick your Indigenous culture from another place in the world. We'll have a list of 12 that the teachers will support with, or you can choose any other group. You will need to research your group online, and if you have any books, we do have books in the classroom if there are topics that you need help with. That's why we're organizing it so you'll have 12 to choose from. We'll have extra resources available. You can also check out this website. You have to type it all in, or you can look through, this is a link in Ms. Gullen's website through the library. Please read the attached rubric and report directions. And parents, families, please support your child by helping them find resources, sharing ideas for paraphrasing. We really don't want students to just copy word for word from the websites or books or resources that they find. We want them to paraphrase and use their own words. However, we really want your child to do their own writing. We know what adults sound like. I want, and all of the homeroom teachers want the children to be able to put the words that they're learning, the ideas that they're learning, into their own words. Paragraphs may be written, handwritten, or typed. Parents, you may help with typing, although I think they're all getting pretty good at it. So with my son, he would do a paragraph, I would do a paragraph, or I would do a sentence, he would do a sentence. We would alternate like that so that your child has some ownership over the final product. And we do it together so that it's not mom or dad or big brother or big sister doing typing when your child's off doing something else. So really try to make sure your child's involved in their project. The sign-up form we will share on December 8th when we assign it. And you'll need to sign up, pick your topic by the 11th at the latest. Students may remember this from last year. Second graders did come to see these projects in kind of our third grade, sort of like Hall of Heroes. So they might remember these projects. They're pretty famous in 3rd grade. Here are the directions. This is a 5-paragraph project. So we've been working on paragraphs, and your child will be writing 5 paragraphs. Each paragraph will cover one of the topics listed below, and a research example of notes for the first 4 topics has been included in the packet that you picked up from school. So be sure that you do not copy directly from the text. If you're copying and pasting from a website and creating it as if it's your own words, please don't do that. Please use your own words to show your knowledge. We will share a student appropriate example, and we'll be working through a similar 5-paragraph project about the Kumeyaay together on Zoom so that your child can get a sense for what we mean when we say a paragraph about geography, a paragraph about food, a paragraph about shelter, a paragraph about clothing. And then the 5th creative component is a paragraph about some other related topic that they're interested in. It might be the religious beliefs, it might be the trade and economy of the Indigenous group, it might be the leadership, it might be their arts or different ceremonies, medicine, education, or present day life. What is the Indigenous group like now here in it'll almost be 2021. Your child will need to take this paragraph, they will write a paragraph, but then they will take this paragraph and present it in a creative way. Some students have written songs, painted a picture, made a comic strip. You could do puppets again if you're in love with puppets. Make a 3D model, think diorama from when you were in school maybe. We've had students invent a board game about their Indigenous culture, or write a poem, or any creative idea. Do check with your teacher first if you're not sure. And you will write a paragraph on a separate page, and you will include visuals for each paragraph. The visuals may include, but are not limited to, hand-drawn illustrations, collages, a diagram, maps, or charts. So for all of these paragraphs, each paragraph needs to have some sort of visual. We also want your report to have you're turning in a report. So think a cover page, a report title, your name and date. So you may have a separate piece of paper that has the name, date, title, homeroom. We will show you an example of that. Now the rubric, this is how we will be grading the project. There is a 4 for advanced, a 3 for proficient, a 2 for approaching proficiency, a 1 for below proficiency. Students will be asked to reflect on their own work before teachers give their grade. So the categories for each of these 4, 3, 2, 1 grades is the 5-paragraph research report, so the content. Did they answer all the questions for the section? Was it well written using the student's own words, vocabulary, sentence fluency? So you can read the different criteria for the 5-paragraph. I like to only read the 4, and that's what I shoot for. So try that. 5-paragraph research report, the conventions. So this is, did your student use the correct paragraph form, incorporating linking words, those transition words and phrases? Were there no mistakes in grammar or conventions? If there were some mistakes, it may be a 3. Okay, if they didn't really use those linking transition words, it may be a 3. So conventions, different than the ideas, than the content, the information. Then there's a grade 4, 3, 2, 1 for the visual presentation. How neat does it look? It can be handwritten and get a 4, but it needs to be neat. It could be typed. Is the title clear? Are there headings for each section? There should be headings for each paragraph. Are the visuals relevant? Do they make sense? Are they detailed? Are they appealing? Does it look neat? Mrs. Heinzelman would say your craftsmanship. So that's what this grade is about. And that each section has at least one relevant visual. Okay, you can have more, but at least one. The rubric continues on to the back of the page. This is the flip grid part, the oral presentation. That's where we'll be grading from. So read the expectations for the oral presentation, confidence, professionalism. Definitely if you've practiced, you will do a better job than if, like me right now for this video, I'm winging it. So practice and aim high, aim for a 4. Now the creative component, that song, the puppet show, the board game, the painting, whatever it is, the student researched about an additional topic about the culture, and they presented their research in a really unique and engaging way. Maybe they made a podcast, maybe a news report, a comic strip collage, so any of those ways. And the creative component does not have to match the 5th area, but it could be about any of the other areas. If you wanted to make a creative component about just the clothing, you could do that, but you also still have to research and write a paragraph about that 5th area, that 5th subtopic. Okay, so that is your Indigenous Peoples Research Project in a nutshell. If you have questions, there will be opportunities to ask homeroom teachers. Thank you.